5. Kiddos just joining us, I'm asking if there are any questions on 12.5, and then we will transition to any questions on the review. The kiddos have just been working, and they'll continue to work for the rest of class. Okay, any 12.5 ones? We're okay? Nice. Nicely done. Okay, test review. 29. 29, 31. 31. Okay, let's start there. We'll start 29, and then I'll pause it, and if you guys have more questions, you can let me know. So starting with number 29, if you need it, once again, feel free to pay attention. If you don't need it, feel free to just keep working. Review. 29 and 31 are just tricky, like, keep goings, right? So for number 29, you guys have the problem. If you wouldn't mind just reading it off to me, it'll probably be simpler. The limit as... Okay, now, an easy way to at least get a little bit of credit on these ones, even if you get stuck, what's the very first thing you should always try? Direct substitution, good. It always should be plugging in first. So direct substitution, if you plug in -2, don't you guys get? What else do you write? Keep going. Okay, now the struggle was, Andrew was like, well, I know how to factor the top. That was easy. The problem was he got stuck with the bottom. Now, if you get stuck, can't you go to division? But the problem is, since there are two different factors, it's not going to divide evenly. Even if I was to pretend like it was the flip and then to divide. So here's the struggle. You have to kind of analyze a little bit and say, what do I know has to go into x cubed plus 8? Because I am going to divide into x cubed plus 8. But who goes for sure? Well, wasn't there a shared 0? Which of these makes 0 when you plug in -2? That's the guy that'll go in. So you could have tried the x minus 2. It doesn't go in evenly. Then you would have tried the x plus 2. But the nice thing is, since there's a shared 0, I know the one that makes 0 must already be in that function. So then I could go ahead and, remember, technically, you need to save places for the x squared and for the x and for the 8. Then if I have my x squared, don't forget to distribute your subtraction. Oops, not plus, minus 2x, yeah. I'm trying to figure out who's left, or who else, what else is in x cubed plus 8 besides the x plus 2. Because I know the x plus 2 has to be there. I'm trying to answer the question, what else is there? Because that's the only way I can finish the problem. So then coming back over here, we get -2x squared minus 4x. Distribute the negative, positive 4x. It went in evenly. How many times? X squared minus 2x. How do you finish? How do we finish any limit as soon as we get rid of the whole? Plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Nope, it'd be -4. Over 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 4 is 12. Wouldn't that be -1/3? It's a negative. There you go. There you go. It's a negative. Sometimes the division isn't necessarily the whole bottom going into the whole top or the whole top going into the whole bottom. Sometimes it's just a strategic piece that goes in. And so when I divide x plus 2, I was saying, what else is there to x cubed plus 8? And once I found that extra piece, I was able to take out the x plus 2's and then plug in. Does that kind of make sense? This is a hard dividing out problem, but it is technically dividing out. Or I should say a hard factoring problem. Okay, for those of you guys that need it, we're going to 31. All right, Jack, what's this one? Limit as? Okay. of? Okay, what happened when you plugged in? One minus one. I think it's 0 over 0. Keep going. You guys agree? Okay. What do we do when we see a complex fraction? Multiply by the stuck guy. Who's the stuck guy? Yeah. So can I multiply? Then remember, don't I have to distribute this to both guys? What happens with x plus 2 over x plus 2? Minus, and 1 times anything is itself. Did you put the parentheses? Oh, don't kill a seal. Did you put the parentheses? Did you rewrite the limit? Don't let me take away points because of your notation. Pause, questions, because that's the hard part. Multiply top and bottom by the stuck denominator, distribute. Think of x plus 2 over x plus 2 if you want to think of him as over 1. That just reduces to 1. This one is itself. The bottom, just group it and show it. You guys alive? Yeah. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Go WAP. They're loopy. For most of them, it's probably their only AP, right? For sophomores. It's a party. How do we finish, guys? I would say distribute, but then reduce, right? Because the negative 2 plus 1 doesn't cancel, but it does become negative x minus 1. Wait, but that doesn't match anybody. Don't plug in. It's going to be 0 over 0. Well, plug in. It's 0 over 0. What do you see? Pull out a negative. Because what's that going to change? Don't you get an x plus 1 if you pull out a negative? And then why is it awesome to get an x plus 1? Ha ha! Careful, not negative 2. What's on top? Negative 1, right? Is that okay? Get to stop writing the limit because I'm plugging in negative 1 plus 2. I have a negative 1 remaining up top. So I end up with negative 1 plus 2 is 1, and 1 divided by negative 1. Sorry, negative 1 divided by 1. Negative 1. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Okay, you guys want to keep working? Okay. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm just going to pause the video. Thomas, did you want to clarify something? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, remember when we factor, we divide. So you divide out a negative 1. So, and then think, distribute the negative. I still need that 1 so that when I multiply, it's still a 1. Yeah, good question. All right, I'm going to pause it. Let me know.